and I'm going to be talking to Jake. How long have you been working here now?
4 years.
All right. I know that you're from Minnesota, but
Yep.
where in Minnesota are you from?
Wabasha, Minnesota. Small little town.
What really got you into tattooing culture?
I think it was the first time I saw my brother come home with a tattoo.
Okay.
It really inspired me to tattoo. It was an eagle with an American flag. So,
Okay.
pretty classic.
Okay. How old were you?
Oof, gosh, I probably was like 10 or 11, I think.
Do you remember what the first tattoo was that you did on yourself?
Yeah, it was a heart and banner that said Mars.
Do you still have it?
I do.
Where is it?
That's on my leg. That's what I did all over. Right here.
I guess that makes sense. Like, where else are you going to be able to like reach and
Yeah, it's
tattoo
easy
on
to
yourself?
spot the tattoo usually right here.
It's obvious that you like bright, bold, and traditional American tattoos. Is there another style not represented in your portfolio that you really enjoy doing?
I do enjoy doing more new school, like neo-trad stuff sometimes. I mean, I started out kind of doing that early on in my tattooing, but kind of just evolved into traditional tattooing based off my mentor.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Are there any other ways that you feel like your style has changed since you started tattooing?
I mean, I try to do a little bit of everything, honestly. Of course, I enjoy doing custom work because it's custom work. I mean, that's my favorite. But, you know, anything from honestly walk-ins I don't mind, from infinity symbols to, you know, little things like that I don't mind
Yeah.
doing, if I have the time to do it.
Is there any type of tattooing that you don't like doing?
Honestly, I mean, realism, like portraits, that ain't me. So I don't have the patience for that stuff. So.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be really hard. Yeah. In your opinion, what makes a client really easy to deal with?
I mean, honestly, a client that does their research, information, like you don't have to come in necessarily with tattoos, or images of tattoos, but something that you like and just let me run with it. Because most of the time, if someone sees my stuff, they're coming towards me to get a tattoo, just allow me to do my thing, and that's usually going to come out with the best result. And if not, you know.
What tips would you give someone who's never gotten a tattoo before, new client, never been tattooed? What tips would you give somebody?
I mean, do the research. I mean, go in and talk to people. I mean, that's really all you can do. I mean, I think people need to like actually get out and talk to somebody. Don't just base it off of someone's Instagram. I mean, how are you going to know somebody if you don't talk to them in person?
True. Yeah. Would you say it's worse to have somebody come in with like vague ideas and not really an idea of what they want, or someone who comes in and they're super specific and know exactly what they want their tattoo to look like?
I guess for me, I get both, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I like some people like that are prepared. You can give me an idea of where we're going with it. It makes my job a lot easier.
I know that you do a lot of tattoos that are a collection of smaller pieces.
Mm-hmm.
How would you suggest approaching that? I know a lot of people come in with a ton of ideas. How do you usually suggest starting?
Well, I mean, if you're starting a sleeve, obviously you want to fill up your bigger areas first. So like prime real estate first, and then you're going to create some shapes and spaces that you can fill in eventually down the line.
Cool. Okay, cool. That makes sense. So basically start with big tattoos and then fill in from there.
Yeah, because you're going to create shapes, and then, you know, your eye will start seeing different shapes, and then your eye will see things to put in those shapes.
So it's kind of like building a puzzle
Yeah,
almost. Okay,
pretty much, yeah.
that's cool. So you're thinking about it as like building like that. I've seen a lot of cover-ups and blast-overs that you've done.
Mm-hmm.
What's the main difference between a cover-up and a blast-over?
I mean, cover up, usually you're just trying to trick the eye not to see the tattoo that's underneath there. So trying to fully saturate it and get rid of the tattoo. A blast over is basically using the previous tattoo as just a highlight throughout the blast over. So you're gonna see the old tattoo, but you're just gonna smash something trend over it.
Is there a type of blast over that you've taken on before and realized partway into it or designing it, like, oh man, or like a cover up that you started working on and you kind of realized like there's no way to do this as a cover up where I'm completely hiding the tattoo?
Yeah, I mean that happens a lot. I mean people have to, you know, understand that you'll still see, you know, some of the tattoo, but we're trying to tease the eye to overall see the whole tattoo, the new tattoo, not what's underneath it.
If somebody was looking to get a blast over and that's like the end result that they want, what steps would they have to take to get there, or what are you looking for as far as like, oh man, I can really only do a blast over on this?
I mean, I'm looking to blast over like those color portraits, you know, done 10 years ago. That people are we're starting to see what those are. So let's just put big black eagles and panthers and reapers on top of those.
So basically, like color work without any.
Yeah, like bright
structure.
color work, and then, you know, like saturated color work, and then you can just, you know, do a traditional tattoo over it.
Would it be possible to just blast a bunch of color on an arm, let it heal, and blast back over it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. If you had to choose between doing large pieces and small filler tattoos, one or the other for the rest of your life, which way would you go?
Bangers for life.
Bangers for life. Cool. Why is that? What's the difference?
mean, there's a certain amount of gratification from start to finish with a tattoo. For me, at my patience level, I mean, that's usually all I can take. I mean, I like doing bigger things in longer sessions, but there's nothing like that satisfaction of like start to finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any nicknames?
No. People try.
Okay. All right. Do you have any other creative outlets other than painting, drawing, stuff that really?
Snowboarding
Snowboarding.
is probably was my biggest passion before. I mean, with art, did that for a while, but that's just a whole different expression of artisticness and freedom for me. So
Okay.
snowboarding. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What do you wish you were better at?
Better at patience.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just like in general, or
In
like
general.
with tattooing, or
But it goes up every way for me. So yeah.
what's your biggest client pet peeve?
Punctuality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Don't be here 10 minutes early. 5 minutes early is fine. 5 minutes late is fine.
You know that about you, and if your client shows up early, I won't tell you that they're here most of the time.
Well, I'm usually drawing, so.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, he doesn't need
Usually
to
drawing.
know right now. What do you wish was different about tattooing in the industry?
People respected the tradition more, like where it came from, and actually giving a shit about people that paved the way to get here.
Respect for the history.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these people shouldn't be tattooing, you know, but they are, and they don't have respect for it. Or, I mean, some do, but some don't. And I mean, people are losing that, and we're losing a lot of history when a lot of these old towns are dying too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's been happening a lot lately too. It seems like there's a new generation that doesn't really understand where the old guys are coming from.
No, who the old guys are.
Yeah.
I mean, there is, like, I believe in, like, hard references, you know, like, you can look anything up on the pad, you know, but physically having something in your collection, that to me is like, I mean, collecting. And it has a lot of history too, you know, so.
That's interesting. So you're kind of thinking about collecting like flash and reference and books and that sort of thing, almost like someone who's collecting tattoos.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. And I can use all that stuff for references in anything that I do as well, you know. And there's a lot of words in those books, and you can read them, and you can learn things.
It's not just pictures.
Yeah.
I never learned how to read.
Oh, shit.
Who's your favorite traditional artist in Denver?
Oh, jeez, that's a tough one. I mean, there's a lot of good tattooers. I would have to say Rick Brown was probably one of my bigger influences. I definitely love his style.
Yeah, he's
Good
awesome.
at, good at everything.
Yeah, I need to get tattooed by Rick, for
Yeah.
sure. Who's doing your next tattoo?
Oh man, I got a lot of people on the list. I mean, hopefully Paul Doberman, but
Okay.
we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other artists you want to try and get tattooed by?
Oh man, I have a list of people in Denver. Just can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm coming, but
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to tattoo?
Wildlife, anything outdoors.
Okay.
I also like industrial stuff too, just like tools to old buildings to architectural things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you prefer customers stick to one style of tattooing, or are you open to blending styles? For example, blending like neo-traditional with Japanese, or American traditional and Japanese?
I mean, people collect I collect different styles of tattoo. I have realism, mythic, traditional, you know, like all over. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, We're losing people that stay true to collecting from one person these days because there's so many people that do good tattoos, so now people want to be tattooed by everybody, which is good and bad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're losing a loyal clientele because they want to collect from someone else, but you can't hate on them for that because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it's kind of more common for people to collect like a tattooer would than
Yep.
just collect from one person.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I think that's an interesting shift. In the
Yeah,
culture.
these days kids are traveling more, want to, pick up a souvenir that's for life somewhere, and do your research, find someone, who want to be tattooed by somewhere else, and let you do that.
Yeah, that's true. I guess people are moving more easily, and that makes it easier to collect from
Yeah.
others too.
Oh, yeah.
What made you choose Think Tank?
They chose me. So.
Fair. In your opinion, what's the most impactful tattoo that you've ever done that you can think of?
Impactful. Let's see. Most are. I mean, I guess more that are, like when you're honoring someone that's passed away. I've had to do that on myself, so for me that hits home.
Yeah.
For anyone that has to come in that's lost somebody, memorial tattoos are always pretty damn hard
Yeah.
to deal with.
Do you think you would be able to recognize your work from when you started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember every tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe not your face, but your tattoo.
I believe that's most tattooers. They just.
It's true. I mean, you remember your work all the time. Like, if I don't remember somebody, I'll be like, oh, what did I tattoo on you? And they'll show me, but, oh, what's up?
I guess you're not staring at their face for 2 to 3 hours at a time.
Yeah,
You're staring at the
that's
tattoo that you're
true.
working on.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What would you be doing if you weren't tattooing?
Hopefully something in the art world. Maybe snowboard world, something like that. That's probably where I'd be at.
Have you ever done anything that combines those two worlds, the art world and the snowboarding, outdoor sport world?
Yeah, I've done, graphics for snowboards, murals for snowboard shops, like 10 years ago. So, yeah, I've done it for sure.
Are there some designs right now that you're kind of dying to do that nobody's gotten yet, or that you're
Yeah,
like,
I got a whole book here, folks. All you gotta do is come in and look at it. So,
sweet.
yeah.
You're doing a giveaway for a tattoo.
Oh, I am?
You are. We're going to be posting about the giveaway. Essentially, you're going to repost your favorite Jake Bray tattoo to enter, hashtag Jake Bray tattoo giveaway, and tag both the shop and Jake, and hashtag the picture Jake Bray tattoo giveaway. And then you're going to be picking a piece of flash to put on somebody else from your book. Like you were saying, when you have a collection of tattoos, you have spaces, and I think it would be pretty cool for you to give away a tattoo that you have already designed.
Yeah.
Like, I want to put this in this space because I think it's going to fit well there,
Yeah, I'm totally down. I would love to just come in, I'll pick it and stick it, That's the best way to do it, I think.
So if you missed that, you're going to repost a picture of Jake's tattoo, hashtag Jake Bray tattoo giveaway, tag Jake Bray, tag the tattoo shop, and hashtag Jake Bray tattoo giveaway.